What up? It's my first video. But yeah, I wanted to make a video real quick while I got some time to myself. But yeah, basically, I wanted to do the video on kind of like wealth versus I don't know, wealth versus health. You know what I'm saying? But not really though. But you'll see what I'm saying. Uh, this is obviously not rehearsed. I just put on my nice hat and grabbed my Mansa Musa book, but maybe I should have rehearsed. But anyway, the point I wanted to make or just put out there was like, which one is worth more? You know, I was listening to one of T.I. albums, and he was like, you gotta sell your soul just to make it on the Forbes list. And I was like, wow, he really put that out there. Okay. You know, I mean, some people know this already. Um, but when you look at our society, it seems like the bigger you get or the more people you can bring to your attention, you gotta sign some, everything is contract and sign this and sign that. Like, why is that so important? They got they got they got this whole theme going on right now, like, get your money, black man. Get your money, black man. You know, they got that whole theme going. And it's just like, to me, I'm not really rocking with it like that. And the main reason is because I'm like, well, hold on. Because for one, if everybody's going that way, or if everybody's rocking with that, then I'm like, what's over there? And it's like, yeah, if you really work hard, you know what I'm saying, you can get your money. You can definitely do that. But they won't before these money people got here, we had the land and resources, which you kind of need money to get that back now. But they was like, hey, one of the famous, I think it was Madam C.J. Walker, they was like, hey, give us your gold, you know what I'm saying? And we'll give you a bunch of money. And they took the land by force, pretty much. But yeah, they had the natives that were here in America. ODB of Wu-Tang, he'll tell you that, his ancestors like sold Manhattan for cheap. They was like, here, take this and give us that, and so, man, I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out, how do I get to my main comparison? But I feel like whatever they not willing to say, or whatever they not willing to give you, is what we need to go after. Which is, I don't hear too many people saying, "Hey, you know, we not technically free. Like, why can't, the black man so called go back to being sovereign? How much is that worth? How much is it worth? Like, look how hard. I think it's way harder and way more traps when you try to become like a real person under like natural law, or and the law of the Most High, the Creator. Like, look, nobody really talk about that. So a lot of times these people you'll see sometimes on Shark Tank or whatever, they'll be like, you'll have a nice, successful little small business, you know what I'm saying? And the sharks or the corporate giants will be like, go ahead and sign that over to me, and we'll give you some money. You close to empowering yourself. So take this money, like, take that, and so, okay, yeah, they was willing to give you that, but what, I don't know. What's another one? Like, you can't become sovereign. And when you blowing up, when you big, you hear folks talking about, well, give up your soul or sell your soul and shit. So I'm just like, well, how much is the soul worth? If, like, in Bible terms, if you make it to the mountaintop and there's an energy there saying, you're successful now, I'm going to give you enough to where all of this can be yours. You just gotta, do what you gotta do. And, yeah. And I'll give you that, you give me this. So, I'm just like, well, hold on. Like, you make it to the top or whatever, or you got your wealth coming in, do you get sidetracked? Or if it's all about making it to the top, and yeah, what they say, at what cost? T.I. said that in the song with Kanye, Ye versus the People or something. But at what cost? Is the signing over of the soul, spirit, whatever, is it worth riches? And worth all that you can see could be yours? Because if the soul is worth all that you can see, and and you made it to the top, and now it's time to go ahead and sign that on over, and you good, all that, you good. And I'm like, well, this guy, I think Mansa Musa, they were saying I guess, got to the top and would travel from one side of Africa to the other, like flinging gold and shit. You know, hey, you know, it ain't even about that with me. You know, this just, this how we do. I don't need all this. I mean, I probably got the knowledge, and I got the land. Like, this stuff, yeah, y'all can take that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't a big deal. I'm going to travel, change my name to Montezuma. I'm thinking about some things over in some land, I got ships. I don't, it's not a big deal. But he was a king. He was like an emperor, so he could say that. Not most people can do that. But it's just something to think about. When we running stuff, we ain't about no this stuff and you switcheroos and shit. We ran stuff in conjunction with nature. We don't destroy nature to gain this stuff. So let me stop moving around. But I don't know how this gonna come across. I know I'm talking slow. But that's pretty much it, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this or not, or spread this or not, but I just feel like I don't know if folks really thinking about this aspect or this. I don't know if they thinking about what's really worth more. Like being true to yourself and your soul. You like high character. You going by principles, and you on a high vibrating path. I'm trying to keep this as just spiritual. But anyway, you on a high vibrating path, and you just got good energy, and you clear mind, and you know what I'm saying. Or do you want all that? You want that. I don't know, like, can you have both and like mentally stay sharp, because they screaming out. Like, if you could have both, I feel like what they would say both. It's get your money, black man, and and they got a lot of things, crypto currency, Bitcoin, all that. So it's like, I'm just like, man, I don't see like the ancestors on some. If they call it fiat, like this stuff is not real, right? I mean, like, they probably like, man, we got duped, and we look how much they know, and they still getting duped. That's how I think. I'm like, I don't wanna. I don't know. And then what Ron Finley said. Growing your food, get you an avocado tree, maybe get some lemons, and lemon tree or whatever, get you a little berry. Like, if you had, I don't see how we not so-called printing our own money by growing your own food. because they definitely set out to do us in as far as so-called black farmers. You know, uh, if you can still find one, I mean, that's amazing. But that's what we dominated in. They ain't saying get your farmland and you know, GMO trees and plants and stuff. Like, we exchange real for fake, and we like celebrating that stuff. And then as in the thinking about it in Bible terms, they would say like, you can, like, as far as your soul or spirit goes, you know, like no evil energy can just take your soul or be above you. But that type of energy can sway you. That type of energy can have you, can trick you. That type of energy can have you thinking, you know, I don't have no control over you, but I'm gonna show you this nice view. I'm gonna show you this stuff that you know is worthless. If you look back in history, if you look back and look at the deals when they didn't take it by force, they was like, you think Madam C.J. Walker would be here, like, if she could just come back and just speak, do a video, you think she'd be like, yeah, you know, get your money? Or she'd probably be like, man, I messed up. But you know, anyway, that's just an example. But I don't know. I think I was getting at something. Can I pause? No, you can't pause. What else? The deals I was talking about. Dang it. Let's see. I might have to do a part 2, but I mean, you should get the point by now. It's what, 18 minutes? 1 to 8, 9, you know. But oh man, you probably can turn it off now. Cause I'm gonna think of anything else. What's worth more? Oh, yeah, I was talking about the energy, any like so-called evil energy, cause we all I know. Yeah, I mean, there's positive and negative. That's, yeah. So any bad energy, you have possession of the most valuable thing you can have. And that's like, what, you know, this is the holy temple. And this is the closest thing to the Most High. The soul. So any so-called devil or negative energy, if you look at it as far as the Bible, it was like some of these energies are upset and they not happy that you have the power you have. So they like on some, you know what? We gonna bring them down, and we gonna collect. And that's supposed to be a Bible story or whatever. But if you look around, I mean, you got so-called celebrities and stuff, people on TV like glitching up and stuff. Like eyes won't blink, like, what the hell's going on? So it's like so-called successful celebrities and these superstars and stuff, like, look it up. I'm through with that, but yeah, like if you look around, is there deals being made? I think there is. I mean, everything is contracts. But it wasn't always like, how long contracts been around and who introduced contracts? Who started? Hey, look, we gonna do a treaty with y'all with that we're not gonna mess with y'all. Y'all can stay over there and just sign right here. And then you sign and they loading up. So, I mean, come on. I mean, how many, this is a lot of stuff. Like, this contracts, like, who's saying do away with the money system? That's another thing I wanted to say, too. If you are divided, you are pretty much conquered. And if you just think about it, if you are divided, you are conquered. Because where are sovereign, free people living amongst themselves on their own land? Where can you find these people? And if you find them, are they in a lot of, or do they have a high class, low class, middle class? Do they have different beliefs? I don't think so. I mean, I can't think. You can, maybe comment, let me know. But they got us in a gang of, how many beliefs? I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. And then folks actually believe that, I'm a higher class individual. I made this much money, and I've earned it, so I'm comfortable in my class, and I don't dwell amongst these others, but and that's ridiculous. But I want to say this too: we have enough people, and we can build enough factories to where everybody can own. If we, I don't even think. Anyway, we can build cars for everybody. It can be a basic solar car. Everybody gets a car. Why we have to have 30 brands of cars and then trim levels and all that stuff? Like, if we could, get rid of that concept and just say, hey, everybody gets a car. You know, you take part in building your car. It's going to take a year. We got farmland. You go to the plant. You spend a year. You get a car. We got enough people where you could have a home. You know, not these box, silly, unnatural. You know, everybody dome home. Smart, sufficient homes that blends with nature. And you build your own home. I mean, like this whole thing where no, you gotta sign. You sign here and we'll over time with plus interest and all this crap. Like, why do we believe in that? I don't. That doesn't. To me, that doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know. We got enough people to build airplanes. You know, if you need to fly somewhere, anywhere, get on the plane and fly. Like, it's free. You know, we got people, you know, like, why isn't it like, okay, a section, the people, you live off each other. Some people would say, hey, look, I want to do my part in society. I want to build airplanes so that everybody can fly for free. Another segment, hey, I want to build cars. I want to build cars so everybody can get a car. Another segment say, hey, I want to make houses so everybody gets a house. And I want to farm. Another segment, we're going to do a school of healing, yoga, like teaching universal laws, high character, like where everybody is just like, you know, and you ain't got to sign no contract. No contracts, no, you volunteer. Ain't no swindling. Hey, you build planes with us and you can get all that. Nah, ain't no signing. It's just we're a society that's unifying through, like, we all working together. We got a segment farming, we got food. If y'all wanna, you know, I'm more on the vegetarian thing. You can have a segment doing you know, chickens and cows, whatever, but the main thing is we taking care of our trees. We got fruits and veggies, enough for everybody, not on this steak dinners and all of this. Nah, it's sufficient. Because I mean, look at America. How many people are overweight? That don't make no sense. You know, not that someone has gotten to a point that they're overweight, but man, a lot, like a epidemic, that don't make no sense. And I'm like, I mean, come on, like, shit, that don't make no sense. So I shouldn't even have to repeat that. Folks don't know how to eat right. But I think I said pretty much everything. I wanted to get on the divisions. I wanted to say out loud, why isn't why don't we have like a society where why we got to pay? If it's 8 billion people here or whatever, 100 million. I mean, how many people you need to be like, this society has a circle of life, and in order for everybody to have a car, if you want a car, uh, in order for everybody to be able to fly to other places for free, car for free, house for free. We don't need no signatures. We just need people to fall in line as far as contributing to society, to a more natural or real culture. Like, we don't charge you interest and all of that. We just need people to work. We need people to farm, and we need people to build. And I'm thinking that's what Black Wall Street was doing. They had seamstress in that community. They had their own farmers. They had their own spirituality. They had their own doctors. And you all, you know what I'm saying, just vibrate high. You know, spirit intact. We didn't make no deals. You know, the neighborhood is safe. So, yeah, I'm like, but, and then they say that when they ended slavery, they said, you know what, why are we just slaving the so-called black man? Like, I think we should get everybody. You know what I'm saying? Change it over to citizens, you know, and have them think they need money. Have them volunteer to come in. You know, we didn't, you get what I'm trying to say? Have people volunteer to make a wage. Not have people volunteer to contribute to society, and we're gonna have no divisions in people, class. You know, we're gonna do, everybody participates, and we're not gonna charge people anything. We're gonna all work together. I mean, sounds crazy, and that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. We're gonna all work together, y'all. That sounds crazy, and us volunteering to, you know, it's folks' grandparents working at McDonald's, slinging fries and shit. I see old people. Yeah, I mean, come on. In that society where we all contribute, man, you retiring, you shutting it down at probably like 50. After it's, and you know, people that look like me, they'll work till they dead, you know. I know you have grandparents working like hard, not, you know, slinging fries out in the field or, you know, driving tractors or whatever. I don't know. I'm speaking about personally. That's what I saw. But yeah, I'm like, 50, you done. Travel. If you want to help out, you know, raise the youth up. teach them right, do those things, give back wisdom, or you would probably go to you know, you know, schooling up the youth, making sure, ain't nobody going astray or anything like that. Because right now, the suicide, I'm like, I think is clearly, you you dealing with this synthetics. And then you have people promote this, people that might have, they ain't got nothing, so they want you to get, So suicide is crazy right now. And I feel like they gonna damn near make it to where it's normal. It's a part of what goes on. So, yeah, I think, that's really it. What, 36 minutes? What's that? 9, 3 and 6. So, I don't know. I like playing with numbers and stuff. But, I think that's it. I'm my whole point is to have people think about different things. Think about, I can summarize now. Think about, if you haven't already, what is worth, how much is your soul worth? Think about that. How much is that vision, and that are you giving I don't even like to say negative, because too much negative, is not good. And like negative ions, certain negatives are good. So I don't even like to put a bad situation on negative. But I'll just say evil. Are you thinking about, are you possibly like volunteering another energy like dominion over you? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Because to me, I'm thinking the soul, or staying true, must be worth a lot. And we are getting made to believe that what's worth a lot is get your money, black man. That's worth a lot. You know what I'm saying? And while we destroy nature, don't worry about that. You getting your money. You know what I'm saying? While we turn everything natural to a synthetic, and while we turn real seeds into splicing with other DNAs, and while we do all of that, while you drive and don't see any cows out in the farm anymore, they all sticking their neck out a little hole and eating who knows what, and getting injected with who knows what type of, rituals are getting put on these animals and stuff like that. While we doing this, You get your money, you know what I'm saying, and sign that over to us. So, I mean, that's gotta be everything. Alright, so that's it. I just had to get that out. I'm about to go sit out in the sun. Probably hit the beach or something. Yeah, so mic drop, you know. Alright then, let me turn this off. Respect to everybody, love to everybody. And I'm just putting it, what the homie say? I don't even know if I can say, you might have it copyrighted, but I'm just here to, you know, have your mind think of other, you know, are you getting like, you know? So yeah, you get it. All right then.